Alrighty, how's it going everybody? 01 of 1 back again, and we are back on our little ship here. I've already logged in and turned everything back on, so all I need to do now is just turn that off. Perfect. And we can continue our work. Okay, so in the last episode we finished off kind of the tail section of our little shark here, right? We have both sides done, top, bottom, all the way. Well, maybe not all the way, but at least up to this joint, right? And we have some of this done over here. We have some of this done up here. And then now what we have to do is get the rest of this to look like a shark head. Now, here's the thing. If I mess this up, it will completely destroy the look of the shark. So I need to be extremely careful that I get this thing looking correct. So we're looking for a Caribbean reef shark. And I'm going to try to base it off of this. Now, the reef shark has kind of like a more blunted nose. So that'll be, I don't know, interesting if we try to put that in here. I mean, I'm not, honestly, I have no idea how well this is going to turn out or if it's going to turn out. But we're going to try. So if I don't respond right away, I am looking at a picture of a shark. So I'm not really paying attention to the chat at the moment, but I will check in every once in a while and see if anyone has decided to show up to say hi. All right, so we're going to go here, and we're just going to go from the nose backwards. And then hopefully I can get this thing to look proper, or at least proper enough. And then I'll weld as I go to give me kind of like a better idea of what this is going to look like. Okay, so now for here, I think we got to go with this piece. Is this not the right piece? Oh, that's a 45 right there. That's why. Okay. Okay, so it's kind of blunted, actually. But I mean, like, the mouth is in roughly the right place, though, so that's sort of good. But I think it needs to be more, and maybe this has to go down more? Or do we just, like, leave it and just kind of... a Viking veteran, welcome. He says, da, period, da, period, da, period, da. Okay. That could be da, 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 da. Alright. Alright, so how are we going to get this thing to look proper? I feel like I need to use a transition block here. Like, it's weird that I feel like I need to use a transition block here, but I feel like that's what I need to do. So that's the base, and then I need the mirrored piece to kind of fit on the other side. Oh, that's not going to work there. Okay, so no, that's not what I need. Okay. Because I need to go down here too, right? So I'm thinking, if that's the case, we have to go with this. And then here, we can go back into this block. Yeah, like that. And then this has to go in there like that. Okay. And then once I do get kind of the, oh wow, okay. Okay, so Viking Veteran says that was the Jaws music, so that's duh, 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 I think. Is that the right one? I don't know. Speed is here. Hi, Speed. He says hi all. Viking says hey, Speed. Alright. Should probably make some more of this stuff. I'm gonna need it. Okay, so I have to make this thing kind of flare out, but very carefully. I feel like this is this block. Yeah, okay. And then that would mean that this block, nope, like that. There we go. Okay. So now we're kind of getting like the roundness that I want. All right, now for this, I think this is also this block. So we'll put that there. And we'll put that there. Okay, so now we need to get sort of more to the side here. So I'm wondering if I start... Hang on. Like, do I go with a full 45 and get it like way out there, or do I start tapering it already? And I think I have to start tapering it. And then this, of course, is this piece, so that fits in there quite easily. All right. All right, so that's kind of the blunted nose shape that I sort of want. And then this has to go out very carefully. I feel like I don't have the right block in here for this, because it would have to be that. Now, is that the right block? Actually, I think that might be the right block. Okay. That was just a guess, so I don't know. I am basically guessing for this entire thing, just so you guys know. Trying to get the curve to kind of follow it around, and then I'll kind of like make things match as I get closer. And like this here, this would probably be this piece here, right? All right, and then I gotta figure out what this block has gotta be, and I think that's gonna be this one. Okay, so that can go there. Sir, if you don't mind. Okay. And then this goes down to here. I think that's how we want this to go. Or do I want it to be wider up here? No, I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. All right. And then this is that piece. That's easy enough. All right. I think that's about correct. It's got about the right shape to it. It's got about the right curve to it. And then if I look at it from the top, that's kind of going in the way that we want it to, I think. I wonder if it's just like if it needs to be wider though. But I feel like if I did make it wider, because I mean, like if I follow this out, right, we're going to be at the level of that, like by this block right here, right? So if that's the case, then I have to sort of taper this a little bit more. And of course, if this was wider, that would be much quicker getting to that point. Okay, so let's get rid of this and this. I don't think that's going to help me at all. Okay. Let's see. I need to go with this block. I'm fairly certain. And then we'll have to change out those 45s down there at the bottom, but that's not a big deal. But I think that's how this has to go. And then, of course, this is going to be this piece. Easy enough. All right, and then that can go there. All right. And then from here, that comes out, and then this comes out. Okay, so now we got to figure out how, and I think for this we need to use this. Okay, we'll refresh my gases real quick. There we go. All right. And then we can go back into here to put this back on there, because I think we need to continue that through here. And then this has to come out. And this has to come out and be replaced by that. And then I may rebuild the mining ship, so that way it better fits the mouth shape that we're going for here. All right, now for here, I feel like we need to, because we're going out at a 45 basically right here, right? So I think we need to start tapering that, because we only have like 2 more blocks to go out here, and I want this to go back a little bit more, so I think we're going to go with those and sort of build it at a 2x1 rate instead of a 45 rate. And then let me see, how would this would be the tip here, something like that. I think that's correct. Yeah. All right, and then we'll take and put in another one of these over here, and then this is going to be the non-mirrored tip. That will go in there. Okay, now that continues that 2x1 line out here, which is good. That's what we're looking for. And then, of course, as this goes, it's going to kind of round itself out as well. I think in here we put in this. It's not easy doing round stuff with these kind of blocks. All right, so I think this is just a regular old 45 here. So that would be this one. And then from there, we can transition out a little bit better. Actually, hold on. No, that is not correct. Or, no, that's not. Because we have this line going this way, right? And normally that would continue going through here. But it's got like a jaunt in it, which I don't like. So, okay. What other options do I have in here then? Let's see. Nope, this way. Nope, not that way. This way. Okay. That is not gonna work. I mean, it's the right shape, but it's not quite right. Yeah, so that is how that would have to go, but that doesn't go down far enough. So, I mean, it kind of depends really, right? So if I continue with this here, I would then go out to this to continue that outwards. And then if I went into here with a 45, this little corner piece here, I mean, see, that's where I don't like this angle here. I feel like that's not correct. Which means that that's also not correct. Okay, hang on. Let me try putting this thing in there and we'll see how that looks. Okay, so if we did that instead, then we would want this to go into here. Okay, that still creates our 45 opening though, but that does carry that through properly though, I think. And then would this still be like that weird piece? It is, okay. So I guess it is the right one. I mean, it creates kind of like the little bowl shape, but it just looks like it's not in there right. But I think it's just because there's nothing in between these to sort of remove that, so that's probably what was throwing me off. Okay. So that's gonna need that. All right, and then this can come out, and then this one is this one. No, there we go. Okay, so that goes in there like that. Okay, so now we're even with this edge here. So we have one more block that we can go out here. And we are still going at our 2x1, which I think is, unless I go straight here for a little bit, I think that's probably going to be about as good as I can get right here. I mean, I think it looks correct though, so that's good. All right, let's see. No, there we go. I need more steel plate. All right. All right, so then if I do go out this way a little bit farther, I could potentially, well, hold on, before I go, before I go too crazy here, let me just finish this part out. No, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it. Oh, come on. No, that's not it either. There we go. See how long it takes me to get this one. No, no. There we go. All right, so now that I got that, this is going to be this piece here. So we can throw that on here. And then the next piece that goes in here is going to be this guy. Okay, now that will have successfully brought this out in a 2x1 fashion for at least 2 blocks here, 4 blocks actually. Okay, so that's good. It's kind of what we're going for. Okay, so now this needs to be kind of even. So that's going to be not this, that. And this gives us like a nice gradual. Oh, that's not the right block. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. Okay, now I need to get this part in here. Now, for most of this, I think we can just pretty much follow what we've got in here. And I think that'll probably be pretty good. So that's going to be in there. of course, this is going to be the full one. Then we can move this one over here because that's going to be that piece. This one is going to be this piece, but I think we want this to go and transition upwards. So I'm thinking this is not the way that we want to go. So we want this to be kind of like more rounded over here, not just like this way and then like this way, right? So we're going to work on a transition piece here. And this piece will go in here. And then, let's see, this piece, I believe, is the one to go in here. That is not the right piece. Okay. Okay, so is it this one? It's probably this one, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So it gets us going kind of upwards a little bit more, and then we can get kind of more of a circular motion in here. And this is a 45 by a 45 here, so it's likely going to be this piece, but that puts like a really weird angle on this. Okay, I feel like this could be done better. So let me, and I think it's probably going to be in here. Maybe not this one. Not that one either. Not that one either. Okay, so it's definitely not that. I don't think I have anything that fits in here in this. I mean, this is pretty much the only thing I have, right? That fits this properly. I mean, okay, let me just fill in up here first, and then we'll see if we can figure out what needs to be in here. So that will go there. That will go there. Okay, and then this could be this piece here. And I still want this to kind of like angle up more. I feel like this isn't quite doing it yet. So I wonder if I could put in a transition base, I think is what would have to go in here. No, that's not it either. Because I kind of want this to like widen out a little bit, right? So like from like this point here, I want this to be kind of like this, right? So we got to try to make everything fit in such a way that we can achieve this. And then as we get out farther to out here, we probably want this to be 5 blocks wide. So maybe like out to here. So it's kind of like where we got to get to. So how do we do that? It's a great question. So I think we might be able to do something like, no, this isn't going to work. Can I do anything over here? No, that's just going to create like a really weird. Okay, what other options do I have? Okay, so I have this. That is not the right piece though. This one? do I not have a piece that could do this? I mean, I've got this, but that's about it. But that's just going to continue going, like it's going to keep this angle on here, which I don't really want to do. And then we could probably put in like this over here. Man. So now I have a 2x1 here, I have a 45 here, and then this I want to sort of expand outwards, but I have no idea how to do that. Well, actually, hang on, let me try something here. So if I go with the tips here, right? So these tips do have like a long side here. So maybe this is the way to go, because then that does do the transition that we need. And I have to get the regular tip over here on this side. Right, so then this allows us to get up to here. But the only bad thing is, though, is this angle here is steeper than what we've got here. It's like if we look at this, like compare that angle there to that angle there, doesn't really match up. And then if I wanted to, well, I mean, I suppose it depends though too, right? Definitely not that. So if we went with the base here, no, this will not work here. So if I put it here though, maybe that would be okay. Yeah, I think that sort of works. Actually, that works all the way. Does that work all the way? I think that works all the way. In which case we can take this off and replace this again with this. And then we get our nice transition from here to here, and then we're also inducing the angle here, which can then be picked up by this block here and this block here. Okay, so it creates, I mean, it's getting there, right? Let me throw in this piece too, just so we have that to look at, so it doesn't look like we're, you know, missing something. All right. I mean, I think we've got the nose shape sort of where we need it. And then this piece is easy enough to find because it's this one. And then we got to figure out how to transition there. So that'll be fun. Light armor sloped base, right? So that's that. Nope. There we go. Good to go. And next. Oh, apparently I'm out of steel plate. All right. Okay. Now, how do we continue this? through here. I'm thinking we go with this, maybe? Or is that going to be too much? No, I think that'll maybe work. And then we fill that in with... Oh, that's not going to work there. Okay, so then that would be this block again. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. Yeah, and then this of course can come off and be replaced with this. And then this was our crazy looking base thing here. Right, I need the mirrored one though. Okay, and then we go with this piece here and... Oh, not that one. This one there. All right. I'm just really hoping that I don't mess this up, because once you get like shaped stuff like this going, like it is a pain, an absolute pain to fix it afterwards. All right, so that can come out, that can come out. Oh, those aren't actually connected by anything. Maybe I should leave that there, hey? Yeah. There, stay connected, okay? All right, good, and it is connected, okay. Good to go. Okay, so now that we've got this part, how do we get this part? I think this should be fairly straightforward. We're gonna go here, and then this piece is this piece. Okay, that gives us kind of a little rounded-ish shape. Here, okay. No. Yep. All right. Now from here, we could probably just put in a couple of solid blocks to continue this kind of edge here. And then as we get a little bit further back, we can work on the transition piece. And then this part, I mean, we could just continue this through, right? That will go onto here. And I feel like this needs to be another tip here. I don't know if that's going to work with the blocks, but I feel like that's what that needs to be. I think that might be a transition piece that I got to put in there. Well. Nope. It's not that. Okay. What do we have in here then? That be that? No, it's not that. Okay, so 45. Oh, that's in here. Nope, not that one. This one. There we go. feel like this is probably not it. I think this needs to be more gradual. Let's take this out, take that out. So instead of that, I'm thinking we put this in here and we see if we can make something work. Okay, so that's going to be the 45. This thing. And then that just kind of goes over there. Oh, that looks terrible. Okay, this has to change. Okay. Transition block maybe? No, definitely not that. I mean, I could do... Sir. I can do one of these again, I guess. Now, does that get the point across is the question. Or does that create like a dip in here? That does create a dip. Ah, that's terrible. I mean, maybe it's not so terrible. But I mean, I feel like we need to have this more gradual. But it creates like a little, I don't know. It just looks weird. But I don't know, maybe we go with it and we just kind of see how it works. So then that was one of these, right? I mean, if we put the eyes right there, I mean, that might actually make sense. But hold on, I'm gonna play around with this real quick. We'll go with this super white. All right, so that can go there, and that piece can go there. Can I even get that piece? I have to get that from the inside, apparently. And then this piece, and then I need black. Nope. Nope. Okay. Work with me here. That piece. There we go. Okay. And then we go back to white. Too much? I think that's probably too much. I mean, it sort of works though, but I just have to cover up this side with something. Or maybe like I turn it red. That would just be weird, right? Probably be weird. I don't know. I mean, that's... I kind of like that, actually. Kind of actually really like that. Okay. What do you think? Does that work? I think it kind of works. Especially like looking at it like straight on. Okay. Anyways, let's move this outwards just a little tiny bit. I need... How do I get the color picker? Use color to repaint. Use skin to repaint. Was it this color? I don't remember. Might have been this color. I think that's the right color. And then we can fill this in with this. What do you guys think? You like the eyes? I kind of like the eyes. It's going to be a pain in the ass to change those if I have to change those, but I do like them. All right, so we're going to go back to here. I don't know, I think that's the nose. Now we just got to get the rest of this to kind of go with everything else. So these have to come out, unfortunately. Elsie says, soy hombre, no me llamo Tatiana. I'm a dude. My name is not Tatiana. Hold on. I'm going to translate that just to make sure that I'm not doing it wrong. So bear with me just a minute. Let's see. Spanish to English. Soy hombre, no. Oopsies. Hombre, no me llamo Tatiana. Oh, my name isn't. Okay, yeah. So I translated it correctly, so that's good. But who's calling you Tatiana? So Elsie's a dude, so that's cool. Then again, I think like most of my viewers are dudes, so kind of par for the course, right? Then these don't need to be there anymore. This does not need to be there anymore. Good. Soy hombre, no me llamo Elsie. So their name isn't Elsie either. Mi nombre real es Adonis. So, Adonis, huh? All right. It's a good, strong male name. What was that? The Adonis was what, the Greek god of beauty, or was that Roman? I think that was Greek. Mejor me cambió el nombre. Something about changing their name. Hold on, let me translate one more time. So Spanish to English. I just want to make sure that I'm not like mistranslating anything here. So just bear with me for a minute. Mejor me cambió el nombre. Oh, I'd better change. Ah, gotcha. Okay. So he's saying he better change his name. Okay. All right. So, hey, we are communicating. Oh, so mejor me cambió is like I had better change. Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so I mean, we're making progress on this. We got our cool little shark eyes going on here, right? Looking forward, all kind of scary looking like. And I think it keeps with the overall shape here. But this transition going from here down to here is going to be probably a pain. I'm just guessing, but I think it's probably going to be a pain. And then I have to make sure that I leave enough room for this thing to swing downwards. So let me do that real quick and see where that leads. And that way I can see what kind of pieces and parts I can put where. Okay, so can I put in full blocks here? I can. Okay. But is that what we want here? That is the question. But, I mean, then again, like, it doesn't really matter so much. And that doesn't want me to put that there because why? That's interesting. Is it because of the ore detector? Is that not got an updated thing? Okay. Okay, so let's close the mouth again. There we go. Okay, so now if we were to put this block here, it's still not letting me place it. Why? I can place one here. Oh, is that not a block that we can place on? That doesn't make sense. Okay, I mean, whatever. Okay, now, can... Oh, no, this has to be left open for the thrusters. Okay, so then we can put something here. And then thrusters here go out, what, like 3 blocks, 4 blocks? I don't know, so we'd probably have to bring it out to like here. And then we can check to see if those thrusters will burn up anything. Okay, so... Okay, let's turn those off. So it didn't burn anything up, so I think we're actually okay as far as that goes. So let me try one more time. Oh no, we can actually probably bring it in one more. Yeah, that's not really using up all that much in the way of firepower here. So that's 1, 2, 3 blocks. And that's where we can go. I think that's where we can go. I'll check it one more time just to see if I burn up these blocks. And we'll kind of see what this does. Yeah, no, didn't burn anything up. Okay, so I think we only need 3 blocks in front of the small thrusters. So that's good. Okay, so that means I don't need this line of blocks in through here. We can probably get rid of this too. In fact, a lot of this stuff we can probably get rid of. Okay, so... See, I probably want to leave this open through here, leave this open through here, and then this is just to allow that to kind of bend down, which, you know, fine. Okay, so I believe that LC Barahona has changed their name to Adonis, and they typed 1. So, now, I can call them by their name. So, that's good. Okay, so I have to open up the jog again to make sure that when this thing flips down, it's not interfering here. And then maybe I can figure out where I can put in here. So what I'm thinking is I could probably get away with something like this. But I want to try to open up the jog real quick. So do that. Hopefully we're not breaking anything. Nope, that looked pretty good. I mean, honestly, we could probably even change this out and put that there. Ooh, maybe not that, but we can try it, I suppose. No, I think that's not going to work. I think that is not going to work. Let's see if I break anything. Oh, it cleared it. Okay. So that's where that's going. All right, good. Así no era el nombre LC Barahona. Adonis no era solo Adonis. Okay, so I think he said, now my name isn't LC Barahona. Adonis no era sola Adonis. I think he's saying that now my name is only Adonis or something. Yeah, can I? Yes, I can. Copy that, throw that into the translator real quick. I'm just making sure that that wasn't the name Adonis, wasn't just Adonis. Huh. Okay. So that works. Okay, good. I didn't think that would work actually. With this right here and how that has to turn. But I feel like if I'm any closer to that, like I think the only reason why this works is because there's a gap in there. So if I'm any closer, I think I should probably still go with this. And that's just gonna have to be kind of where it is. Okay, so there's that, and I suppose I could weld this in there. I don't know if that needs to be welded in right there, but I'll do it anyways. And then all of this can come out. That can come out, that doesn't need to be there anymore. All of this stuff can come out too, but I am using that to make my little room here, so we'll hold on to that for now. Alright, so now let's get this thing kind of grooving over here. Okay, so now for this, what kind of block is this? I think this is this block. Yeah. And then in this place here, we can go with this block. And then we can kind of continue this little pattern. So that's going to go in there like that. And then this can be in here like that. Oh, no, 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 not like that. Okay. We can do that. Okay. And then from here, wait, how do I have inventory but none of it is plate? Okay. Good to go. Okay. So there's that. Good. All right. Now to do this again. Okay, good. Yeah, like that, and then like that, and then that needs to go in there like that. All right. And now that that's in there, we don't need this block. Okay, good. Yeah, this block can go. All right, and now I have to try to make this whole thing sort of converge here. And I don't think that's going to be very easy. But who knows, maybe it will. Okay, so if I do this, I put that in there. Okay. Good. I do not have a piece that fits that. That's going to be an issue. I mean, the closest thing that I have to fitting that is going to be this. That's it. That's all I got. But maybe I can make that work here very carefully. And then this looks like it might be a transition piece. No. Okay, so what do I have that fits in here? We have a 45 over here. We have a 2x1 over here. TNA's TikTok. Do I have TikTok? No, I do not. Porque TikTok es Chinese, basically. Okay, what can I fit in here? Do I have a block that fits that? I mean, I don't even know, dude. I don't think I do. I mean, like if I put the 45 on there, right? That does not match with the rest of this. So it's not that. I don't think it's this piece. Yeah, definitely not that piece. So what? I mean, unless I take this out and just kind of update that as well. And then if I did that, I could potentially replace this with this piece. But then that makes us go out probably before I want to. But that, I don't like that either. No, I want to get rid of that. And if I put the tip in here, that's not going to lead me anywhere fun. I would need to go to this one anyways. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay. Do I have something else that can fit in there other than this? I don't think I do. So if I did put this in here, and I put that in there, and it still is the same block that I had in here originally, but it's so far out there, right? Plus it doesn't really fit either. So maybe we do this differently through here. Whoops. Okay, so let's try something else. If I went with this instead, would that give me a better chance of making this work? Okay, so I would need something to fit in here. Or, well, I don't like it. I do not like it. I mean, I think this is kind of the only block that I can think to fit in here. And that goes right back to where we were before with that block being, and then we lose our ability to do what we want to do in here. Okay. Oh, whoops. I broke my little room. my bad. Okay, you can go in there, and then you can also go in there. Okay, so if I can't make this work the way that I want to make it work, then we have to force it to work some other way. Okay, so then if we go like this, don't know if I'm a fan of that. But I think this block can then be this block versus the other block, which I think gives us better options. Okay. And then we can run this as this block, I think. And that gets us roughly out to the edge here. I don't know if we want to be there yet. Or if we want to kind of hold this off a little bit, maybe. Okay, so then I would need, if we're going to hold off, I would need the mirrored tip over here to go in here, so that way we continue this forward this way a little bit more. Which then gives me a half block to work off of here. And that kind of continues our half block thing going on over here. And then we got to figure out like where we want to do this transition here. Thinking probably one more and then do the transition. Okay, so then if we keep this as kind of like the line that we're going to run to, I think we can start figuring everything else out. And I think that's roughly where that probably should go. Where's this transition? Okay, so this transition is here. But that's also about right there, so I think that works. So we're at what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Above the gyro, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that to go there, and then I guess that to go there. All right. Okay. I probably should be working on this other side too. So I'm up to that point, and then it's only down here that I really start kind of messing around. Okay. So it's that and that. Okay. That is not even the right block that I'm looking at. There we go. Okay, and then that's good, and then we can put in a half block in here and make that good. And then this needs to be there and there. Right? Oh, no. This is not how I did this. This has to come out. And I think what I did here is I put in this block here instead. And then get rid of that block. think that's what I did. Good. And then this is that tip. So that can go there. Good. All right. Okay, we are slowly, emphasis on slowly, making progress. But I think I've got the basic shape down, if the server will stop bouncing me around. I just have to continue it now, and I think this part will be easier, I think. I don't know for sure, but we shall see. Okay, so now here, I feel like that has to go there, and then we go into this 8 block to get this one. That can go there, and then this can just be like this. But then I have to extend this out a little bit, so if I go down to here, okay. And then, let me see, this would have to be this piece, which then allows me to transition down one more. And then if I do this piece, nope, not that piece, this piece, followed by this piece, then it lines up very well. All right. Good. Then we have our little gyro in here, which I will move eventually, but for right now, I think we're okay. Okay. I think that's got to go like this. Yeah. Okay. And then this, I think, has to be this piece. Nope, not that piece. That is not a good piece. Let's go. Nope, that's not a good piece either. What the hell piece do I need in here? Is that going to be the... I think that's going to be this piece, actually. But the opposite piece than this one. Does that feel right? I don't know if that feels right. I mean, it allows me to transition, right? But I don't know if that's what I really want here. I mean, it might work. No, that's moving it up too quickly. No, we can't do that. Okay, so let me start putting all of this in here. Okay, so if we go for that, is that where we want to transition upwards? Or do we want to move it forward? I think we want to move it forward. Which means that this maybe has to change? I don't know. But I mean, we're left with like the same kind of repeating pattern here, so patterns are good. We like patterns, but we have to be able to make it work. Adonis says, "Se mira bien el tiburón." He says it looks good. Thank you. Gracias. All right. Now to figure out this whole thing, how is this gonna work? I feel like this is the right call here. but I don't know if that's proper, I guess. And then like I can do another one of these here. And then I feel like this just doesn't mesh well. So, okay, so if I were to do, let's say I did this instead, right? I feel like, yeah. Okay, so if I did this, see, but then we're kind of like already down at this point, which I don't know if necessarily that's where we want to be. And of course that block is going to get blown out by that thruster. So that's always fun. And then if I did this here, and we did another one of these things here, but I feel like this is not correct. So let me take out all of this. And I think we need to like put in like an angle in here somewhere. So like maybe instead of this and this and this, which means I'm gonna have to change basically everything. That kind of sucks. I mean, I just got to figure out like where the transition point should be, right? And I feel like it should be here. So this should remain straight all the way through here. It's like this just stays straight, right? And then we go all the way over to here. And then from here, this is where it starts to transition downwards, which should be this. Right, so that should be there. And then if we're going to do that, we could just put that there, and then change this to match up to there, and leave that out. Okay, and then I need a piece that can fit in there, which is going to be this one. And then this has to change, and this has to change. And now for this block, we could go with this. I think this will fit. No, that will not fit. Okay, is that a transition block then? I think that's going to be one of these blocks. No, we need the other one. Nope, that's not it either. Okay, if I went with this instead, I would have to change this up a little tiny bit and go with this here. And then this could change maybe a little tiny bit as well. To go to here. It looks a bit more, well, better, basically. And then that can go there and there. And that basically finishes off that. Okay, so then this would need to be here. And then this, actually hold on, if I did do this, how do we get I know. We gotta run this forward one more time, and then we can use this to bring that down. Okay, so then that can come out, and that's just gonna be where the angle is. Okay. Of course, with that change, none of this needs to be here. Okay, and then we'll just build around this, I guess. Then I need more plate. Good. Let's see. Now for here, because we're still trying to transition downwards, inwards, downwards, same difference, right? There we go, and then this just kind of all falls into place, actually. Okay. That can go there. That can go there. All right, and then this is going to be this block. So that's easy enough. And then to go from here to here, I think that's going to be a transition piece. Yeah. Well, that doesn't, I don't like the look of that though. Is there something I can use over here rather than this? Let's see. Hang on, that's got to go that way? Nope. Okay, so I need the mirrored one. No. So it was this one. Okay, there we go. There we go. That actually looks a lot better. Then we can do that. And we can do that, and we keep our angles relatively consistent. That is how we do the bottom of a shark. All right. Man. All right, and now I can get the rest of this going, and this is all going to be super, super easy because we've already got everything that we need. So this just needs to go across here. Yeah, that's where that goes. And then this can go here. Good. Very good. All right. See, now I'm kind of wondering if I should have moved this back a little bit instead of coming like way down here and way out here. Maybe follow this line. If I did that, what would that even look like? I mean, because we gotta bring this in a little bit, right? So can I... Well, is there another way to do this, I suppose, is the question. Yeah, so like if I went with this line instead, right? Which means that all of these are now not in the right place. This is annoying. Okay. So we want to try to keep with this line. So how do we do that? And I think that is a 45 right there. So we'll just throw this little piece in here. Okay. And actually, if I just keep this at 45s, that makes this really, really, really easy. Like really, really easy. I mean, maybe, well, I mean, I suppose it doesn't, like I could put this at a 45 too, right? And then I can always rebuild the ship to make it look like a better jaw. Okay, so now, next problem. I feel like this should maybe transition farther back, or maybe this is fine. Yeah, I think if I rebuild the jaw on this thing and make it kind of fit in here better, I can make it look better. So yeah, we'll leave that for now. I think that's fine. Okay. And then this, of course, can just go all the way back here. That is not... Wow, this is just failing hard. Okay, so you go there. Okay. 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 And then we can start working on this, which hopefully should be fairly straightforward. So that's just going to go there, and then we need these 1/8 corners here. And then we need this piece in here. And then we need the 1/8 corners again. Oh, but then this is also where we're going to start transitioning though, so maybe that doesn't go there, or maybe this doesn't go there. And we kind of work from here inwards. Okay, so then for this should be fairly straightforward. That goes there. And then we'll put these transition blocks in there as well. Okay. All right, so that can go there, and then we need these 1/8 corner blocks in here again. At least I think that's how that's gonna work. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, and then this will need to be this, and then that can just kind of continue there. Okay, and then this can go to here until we get to this point, in which case we use this little corner piece. Okay, and then I think this is just a 45 inset. So that can go in there like that, no issue. All right, and now that looks an awful lot like that, except it's not. It is this one. And then that one can go there. And then from here, we can just run a bunch of these till we hit the transition. I'm out of plate again. All right, and then for this piece, that's going to be this one again. And then that can just kind of move there. And then I need a piece that can go to that. Good luck. I don't think I have a piece that can fit that. Wait, no. If that was a 45 maybe, but that's not a 45. Okay. Speed says it's looking more like a shark and less like a tuna. Well, that's good. I just got to get the rest of this transition thing to work, and that's going to be a pain. But how would I even, dude, I don't even know where to start. I feel like that's not it right there, right? And then if I go with that, I would have to change this out. I mean, that would probably be the way to do it, but I would want this to probably go over here, which means that this would have to transition to a bigger piece. What would that piece look like? Is that, it's not this one, is it? No. Would that be a transition piece? That might be a transition piece. Not a full transition, but a half no, not that. Okay. Well, it's got to be like a 45 transition, right? I don't think I have a block that fits this. I mean, I could run this in there, right? But then that doesn't look right there. So I would still need some sort of a transition piece to go from there, but it does make this part work. Which is, I think, the only way that we can really transition out of this particular block arrangement into something else. So I think we're kind of stuck with that. So if that's the case, okay, why can you not place this there? Oh, come on. Did something not connect again? Dude. Is it this? Is that it? Is that not connected? course, that's floating now, so... Alright. Okay, now this transition here, I feel like, is it the base transition? No, because that's going kind of the opposite way that I want to go. And it's not this piece. So do I even have a block that fits that? I have no idea. Okay, so what are my other options? Could I go from this to something a bit more substantial? Like, for example, if I were to take this and spin it around. No, let's see, that doesn't work. Okay. We could also do something like this. I don't think that, no, that is the same issue. Okay, how do we do this transition? So we're at a 45 over here. We're at a 2x1 over here. And we need to somehow join the two together. I mean, that doesn't work, obviously. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. This is most definitely not going to work because it's going the opposite direction. That's not going to work. Okay. And we look in here, and there's... I don't think there's going to be anything in here that can help me. No. I don't know. Like, how do I transition between that? I don't know if I can. That's an issue. Like, isn't this, like, don't you think that this would be, like, something that would be easy to do? Right? Okay, hang on. Let me just... We'll just keep building in here. Oh, that's not even the right one. And we'll just see what we can make happen here. See, but that just, that's not what I'm looking for. That's not it. I mean, I have no other block that can transition off of this one other than this one. It's the only one I've got. And then this puts us at a 45, or sorry, a 2x1 here, when that over there is a 45, so this is making it change too much. Okay. So, what are our options? That's definitely not it. What the hell, dude? How does this happen? Okay, so what if I, instead of doing that, I went for this, but then this has to go and get bigger. So something like this, maybe? And that would get us kind of over to where we need to be here. And then, I mean, That's not it. It's not it. Okay, what did I do over here? I just expanded the 45s out. Okay. I mean, I can do that, but it's not going to look right once I get further down. See, like this block right here. I need a block that can fit that space. That block does not exist. That's not going to work either. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Okay. That's not going to work. I mean, it works sort of here, but that's not like what we need here. Unless I change this. So instead of being this, it's something else. Okay, so then I would have to transition out of this. And then this would need to be this. But then that's not what I need here. Unless, of course, I went with this. But then that's kind of going in the opposite direction of where we want to go. How do I do this? And then as far as this goes, I mean, we could put that there and then put this little tip here, right, and call that good. And then for this, we would run probably this in here. And then that would be needing a tip in here as well. And then, let me see. 8, no, this has to be 7. We would run this out, a block. And then we would need this block there. Okay, and then I think that is a slope tip. Yeah, so that can go there, and then this goes there. And that, I believe, is the transition completed. That was nasty. That was nasty, nasty. But we got it. And it doesn't look terrible, so that's good. Man, that was bad. That was not fun doing that transition. But we got it. So I suppose I could finish welding this up and then we can take a better look at it. And then of course all of that could be welded up as well. But that is our shark so far, with the really mean, angry red eyes in the front. I think I got the cone part of the nose good. Of course, I need to like rotate the entire thing so I can see it in the sun. So let's do that real quick. Let's see, I want to see this side, right? Sun's over there. All right. Yeah, it should be good. Okay. Now looking at this from the side, I mean, obviously we're missing that block there. We're missing this block here, so that shows up like really, really easily. But I feel like I could, and I gotta open up the jaw too to make sure that that all fits and flows and moves as it should. Hopefully that's not giving us any issues. No, definitely no issues. Okay. So that's good. So there's our shark. Its mouth open. Okay. This was more difficult than I had anticipated, but we got it. I think we're actually pretty good right here. All right. So we are at 8:42, which means unfortunately it is time for me to go. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video so far. And I got to rebuild my little cabin in there so that way I have a place to kind of log off at. But that is our unfinished side of the shark. And then if we go over here to this side of the shark, that is our finished, mostly finished side of the shark. And then I think it actually looks like a shark. Short shark. Speed says, wait, don't you have another side to do? I do, but I also have work in the morning, so I can't stay up late and do the other side. And we have our two little 45-degree fins here, and I still have to put in the larger fins over here on the side. Those are going to be the main fins on the side, so those are going to be big. But I think with this, I think we're pretty good. For today, anyways. So, and then of course, this back here can, you know, move, and then these two sections can move, so this will move, and then that'll move, and then it'll look like the whole thing is just swimming. So, like I said, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, hopefully you'll come and join me for the next one, but until then, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Speed says, come back, see you tomorrow on the same shark channel, same shark time. Yep. That is, he stole my line, man. Stole my line. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. American Central Standard Time. And that'll be it. Have a good one.